Hello everyone. As in the previous session, we have discussed about analysis of financial statement, and we know analysis of financial statement is a process of analyzing all the information which is presented in financial statement in order to understand and to take decisions regarding the economic affairs of the company. So in analysis of financial statement, we are analyzing the financial information which is presented in financial statements. Now, financial statements consist of two things. First is balance sheet, second is profit and loss account. Balance sheet is prepared to know the financial position of the business, and profit and loss account is prepared to know the profitability of the business. So in balance sheet also there are two types of balance sheet. First is comparative balance sheet, second is common size balance sheet. And in profit and loss account also there were two types of P&L account. First is common size P&L account, second is comparative P&L account. So I have divided these balance sheets and profit and loss account into four topics. First topic is comparative balance sheet. So in this video, I'll be explaining the two topics, which is comparative balance sheet and common size balance sheet. Here we will solve the practical question based on these balance sheet. Now, here is the question number 1 of NCERT, page number 184. Now, according to the question, this is the format of comparative balance sheet. In comparative balance sheet, there are 5 columns. First will be the column of particulars. Second column will be of amount of previous year, and we will denote this column as A. Third column will be of amount of current year, and we will denote this column as B. Now, till here you have to copy whatever, till here the question which is given in the book, it is to be copied as it is. The new column we will open will be absolute change, and we will denote this column as C. And how C is calculated? C is calculated as B minus A, which means amount of current year minus amount of previous year. And the fifth column will be percentage column, percentage change column, and we will denote this column as D. And how D will be calculated? It will be calculated as C divided by A into 100, which means absolute change amount divided by previous year amount into 100. Now, as we know, in balance sheet there are two major headings. First is equity and liabilities, second is asset. So we will solve the equity and liabilities first. There are many subparts in equity and liabilities. First subpart is equity share capital. Now, the amount of equity share capital in the previous year is 2 lakh rupees and in current year is 4 lakh rupees. So here we will calculate the absolute change, and we know to calculate absolute change we will subtract the amount of previous year from current year. So subtracting the amount of previous year from current year, we will get 2 lakh rupees, as 4 lakh minus 2 lakh is 2 lakh. Now the amount absolute change of reserves and surplus will be 1,50,000 minus 1 lakh, which is 50,000. Long term borrowings will be 3 lakh minus 2 lakh, 1 lakh rupees. Short term borrowings will be 70,000 minus 50,000, 20,000. Trade payables will be 60,000 minus 30,000, 30,000. Short term provision will be 10,000 minus 20,000. Now we are getting a negative value here. So we will represent the negative value by putting bracket. So we will write in bracket the amount 10,000. And the current liability will be 30,000 minus 20,000, which is 10,000. So we have calculated the absolute change. Now we will calculate the percentage change. And we know to calculate percentage change, we will divide the absolute change with the previous year amount. Now, percentage change or equity share capital will be 2 lakh divided by 2 lakh into 100, which is 100%. Percentage change of reserves and surplus will be 50,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 will be 50%. Third is long term borrowings. So 1 lakh divided by 2 lakh into 100 will be 50%. Short term borrowings will be 20,000 divided by 50,000 into 100, we will get 40%. Trade payables will be 30,000 divided by 30,000 into 100 is 100%. Now, short-term provisions will be 10,000, negative value of 10,000 divided by 20,000 into 100 is 50%. We will represent this negative percentage in bracket. And other current liabilities will be 10,000 divided by 20,000 into 100 will be 50%. Now we will add up the amount of absolute change. So by adding all the amounts of absolute change, we will get the total 4 lakh rupees, and by adding the percentage change column, we will get the amount 64.5%. So this is how to calculate the equity and liability side. So we have calculated the equity and liability side. Now we will calculate the asset side. Now the second major heading is asset, and there are various subparts in asset. So talking about the first part, which is fixed assets. Now to calculate the absolute change of fixed asset, we will subtract 2 lakh from 5 lakh rupees. So we will get the absolute change amounting to 3 lakh rupees. Next is non-current investment. So 1,25,000 minus 10,000 will be 25,000. Then current investment, 80,000 minus 60,000 is 20,000. Then inventories, 1,55,000 minus 1,35,000 is 20,000. Trade receivables, 90,000 minus 60,000 is 30,000. Short-term loans and advances, 60,000 minus 40,000 is 20,000. And the last is cash at bank. So 10,000 minus 25,000. Here there will be negative value, and we will denote the negative value by bracket 15,000. Now next column is percentage change, and to calculate percentage change, we will divide the absolute change by previous year amount into 100. Now the percentage change for fixed assets will be 3 lakh divided by 2 lakh into 100, which is 150%. Second is non-current investment. So 25,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 will be 25%. Third is current investment. So 20,000 divided by 60,000 into 100 will be 33.3%. In inventories, 20,000 divided by 1,35,000 into 100 will be 14.8. Then in trade receivables, 30,000 divided by 60,000 into 100 will be 50%. Short-term loans and advances, 20,000 divided by 40,000 into 100 gives 50%. And cash at bank, minus 15,000 divided by 25,000 into 100 will be minus 60%. Now by adding the column of absolute change, we will get the total amount 4 lakh rupees, and by adding the percentage change column, the total percentage will be 64.5. So we can see in this question, the equity and liability side amount total is equal to the amount total of asset side. We can see the balance sheet here is balanced. So this is how question based on comparative balance sheet is solved. So we have solved the question based on comparative balance sheet. Now we will discuss the second type of balance sheet, which is common size statement balance sheet. Here is question number 6 of NCERT, page number 187. So the format of comparative and common size balance sheet is same, only some headings are changed. Now in common size statement balance sheet, there are 5 columns. First is particulars, second is absolute amount. This is the absolute amount of 2 firms. First is Aditya Limited, second is Anjali Limited. Next will be percentage of total of both the firms, Aditya Limited and Anjali Limited. So till here we have to copy as it is given in the question. There are 2 major headings in balance sheet, equity, liabilities and asset. Now how can we calculate the percentage of total? So to calculate the percentage of total, we have to divide this amount with the total amount into 100. Now, first is equity share capital. Equity share capital of Aditya Limited. So percentage total will be calculated as 6 lakh divided by 10 lakh into 100 is 60%. Second is reserves and surplus. 3 lakh divided by 10 lakh into 100 is 30%. And current liability will be 1 lakh divided by 10 lakh into 100 will be 10%. So in the same way, we will calculate the amount of percentage total of Anjali Limited. So 8 lakh divided by 12 lakh into 100 will be 66.67%. Next will be reserves and surplus. 2,50,000 divided by 12 lakh into 100 will be 20.83%. And the last one is current liabilities. So 1,50,000 divided by 12 lakh into 100 will be 12.5%. Now the percentage total of Aditya Limited in equity and liabilities will be 100%, and the percentage total of Anjali Limited in equity and liabilities will be 100%. Now second major heading is asset side. So the first subpart of asset side is fixed asset. Now percentage total of Aditya Limited in fixed assets will be 4 lakh divided by 10 lakh into 100 will be 40%. 6 lakh divided by 10 lakh into 100 will be 60%. Now percentage total of Anjali Limited in fixed assets will be 7 lakh divided by 12 lakh into 100 will be 58.33%, and current assets will be 5 lakh divided by 12 lakh into 100 will be 41.67%. Now the percentage total of Aditya Limited in assets will be 100%. This will be the total percentage of total, and the percentage total of Aditya Limited will be 58.33 plus 41.67 is 100%. So we have solved the question based on common size statement. Here the total of asset side is equal to the total of liability side. So we can say that balance sheet here is balanced. So here we have discussed in this session the two types of balance sheet, comparative and common size balance sheet. In the next video, we will discuss about the common size profit and loss account and comparative profit and loss account. That's all for today. Thank you.